We continue with La Mobilidad in Lyon Battery Europe here at Hilton Hotel in Barcelona, and we just met with Iban Fontcuberta from VEGA CHARGERS. Welcome to La Mobilidad, Iban.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So Iban, tell us your background and how does VEGA CHARGERS originate and what brought you here?
Well, I started in mobility in 2010, indeed. Just working to another company here in Catalonia, but it's an international company. It's a well-known company who's through control. I started in 2010 developing the first DC chargers. The first DC charger made here in Spain was made by me at the beginning, and then the rest of the team in through control. Then I had the choice of taking the lead of the development of those kind of chargers. First of all, CHAdeMO from Japan, later on CCS from Europe, and so on. And then also in 2018, me and two colleagues more, we moved to Amsterdam to another company in EVBox, also to taking the lead to development HPC charger, the first HPC chargers that was done here in Europe.
Sorry, HPC stands for?
HPC means in that moment was 350 kilowatts.
High power charger.
High power charger, yeah. The first chargers that we developed was 50 kilowatts. 50 kilowatts was the standard. It was that standard just because it was the standard from CHAdeMO from Japan. Indeed, when we developed that charger, Spain and Europe was not ready for developing or for testing those chargers. And also, so people from Japan, from TECO, came to Spain to just test that kind of charger. So we were at the very beginning of the e-mobility. So then me and these two colleagues were in EVBox in Amsterdam and also in France, because the company was sharing in two countries, developing those kind of chargers, and in the end was difficult, the situation by family and so on. So we decided to come back to Barcelona and started our own company. This company is VEGA CHARGERS. That's the company that I'm representing now. So I'm one of the founders, and also I'm the CEO of VEGA CHARGERS. And in VEGA CHARGERS we are mainly focused on designing DC chargers, because this is our own background, but we also develop and we also can offer AC chargers, but our main focus is in DC chargers.
And the company was founded when again? Sorry?
Really, the company was founded in 2019, but we started the business in 2010. But so we did many efforts in developing our own design. So most of the systems inside the charger are made by us. It's not a kind of puzzle or something like that. It's made fully by us, in except of the power electronics. We will talk about that later if you want. But we take near 2 years just developing the system in order to build a good system with good scalability and ready to grow up. We started with a 30 kilowatts charger because we detect a kind of gap in the market between the AC products that can achieve this 22 kilowatts, but then you need to charge using the onboard charger on the car. Most of the times the car is 3 kilowatts, 6 kilowatts, 7, sometimes 11, but not more. So even though the charger on the wall is 22 kilowatts,
you don't really use it.
Yeah, you cannot use it. No? So, but the DC charger are charging directly the battery, so we can charge as fast as we want. But normally the DC chargers are high chargers. No? So we saw the gap, and we wanted to start on that point with a small DC charger, also on the wall, with 30 kilowatts, but always with the idea of growing up fastly and rapidly and scalability. So with our design, we can start with this 30 kilowatts, but then we rapidly grow up to 40, 60, 80, and nowadays we are in 240 kilowatts. This is the standard that we are installing on the streets, and we are ready to launch nowadays the 600 kilowatts in a kind of satellite system.
Okay.
Wow. 30 kilowatts, this kind of product, is it aimed to be for private clients, or more like public charging, or also for?
Yeah, indeed, it's in the middle. No, so sometimes it's public, but the real focus at the beginning, even though that it's installed also on the street in UK, for instance, it's very common because it's small, and they are looking a lot with the footprint, and they are looking a lot on the how is the noise of the system, and our systems are very low noise systems. But our main idea was, for instance, for hotels, like the hotel we are, no? I don't know, malls, shopping centers, all the places where the car can be stopped between half an hour to 2 hours, because more than 2 hours AC systems have sense, but with less than 2 hours an AC system you can only charge a very few part of the battery, and with the 30 kilowatts we can charge we can charge 200 kilometers per each hour, so it's much better, 5 times better than a standard AC charger. So the main focus is something like that, hotels, shopping centers, industry, companies, so on. Later on we start everywhere, but that was the first idea.
Okay. I'm asking just because usually the private customers, they usually choose AC because it's let's say longer charging time, as you said, after 2, 3, 4 hours. So they can charge a little bit longer, but AC chargers is usually for let's say more public charging stations or in hotels or something like this.
Yes, So nowadays, more or less, the distribution between AC and DC is 80% AC, 20% DC, more or less. So I don't know what you mean for a private. Private, you mean your own parking?
Yes.
For sure. Nowadays, for your own parking, what has sense is cheap AC charger, because you are using your own board and you will be parked 8 hours or more. You don't need nowadays a DC. The DC were more focused for if you need something quicker, because as I said, nowadays is 80 to 20%, but when the electromobility will be in a good step, more or less only the 30% of the people can charge in our own home. So the 70%, the rest of the people, the 70% has to find a well place to charge. And we don't want to replicate just the case of the gasoline cars and going to the gasoline stations. So the best place is having a kind of charger where you can charge between you are doing other things. That's called the opportunity charger, because you are saving a lot of time, because you go to a place to making shops, and between you are doing your things, the car is charging, so you are not losing your time. But with an AC, that's not enough, because you can only charge maybe 60 kilometers. But with a small DC, you can charge more.
Cost-wise?
The cost is
between a 30 kilowatt and an AC factor, anything you can share?
Yeah. So the thing is, and this DC charger is a real charger. An AC charger, it's a kind of plug connection, smart plug connection.
Higher power than.
But there is no power electronics inside, so for sure the cost is much more. It's much different.
The power electronics is in the car.
Yeah,
usually,
the problem is the power electronics is in the car. So, but this is something that maybe will change. Indeed, it's changing. Indeed, it's changing.
I mean, if the cost of EVs needs to go below 25k, 20k,
for sure. So
you can say how much is an onboard charger in a car? Do you know that, Martin?
I know, but I cannot tell.
Ballpark.
Huh?
Ballpark, no? Ballpark.
I don't understand the question.
Like a region. It doesn't need to be accurate. It can be like between
hundreds of euros.
Okay.
So in comparison with an AC charger, it's between 3 and to 5 times more expensive. But what in my opinion, what don't have sense is having the charger inside every car. It's more smart having the charger on the wall, and you can
more efficient use.
Yeah,
of
because
power electronics.
you can use that charger with all the cars.
It's like you were putting in the car the gasoline pump in every car. You put the gasoline pump, not the gasoline itself, but the pump.
Exactly.
but
having the deposit, but you have the pump. No? You mean? Yeah.
For this usage of like up to 2 hours, yes. If you are at the company, if you park at your employer, probably you have more time. You don't want to change every 2 hours, so there you could have even lower power charging.
Yeah, but the thing is, so every day the cost efficiency is going down, and also the efficiency of power electronics is increasing. So I don't know, but the industrial cars don't have this onboard charger. So normally the onboard cars
makes no sense.
Yeah, but normally the onboard cars, the industrial cars, are 5 years before the standard. No? So it's something that it's happening, and now recently happened another thing for me. It's important point that the Mercedes, the new Mercedes car, because it's important, as you said, decrease the
CLA. Or?
Yeah, you need to decrease the price of the cars, no, in order to compete with the rest, because the idea is not convince to everyone that no, electromobility is better than others and so on. Okay, that's good, and that's good for people like us that we like electromobility.
But for the usual economical.
Yeah, the normal people wants to have a car, they want to move, and they want a good car with good points and cheap. So in order to have a cheap car, you need to remove something that is not needed inside the car. No? So
the wheels, we cannot remove the wheels.
You cannot remove.
We need the wheels.
But the charger inside,
the charger,
as you don't have the charger inside the tablet, no? So indeed it's the same idea. So the new Mercedes removed the onboard charger from DC-DC, and it's not fully the but it's something similar, because they cannot charge with all DC chargers that can only achieve 500 volts. At the beginning it was something strange, but I think it's the good idea, because they having a very good car with the capabilities of high, it's a good car, but with a low price, because they are starting to remove something that indeed it's not needed. They are betting for the new chargers that are coming in the near future, or the chargers that we are already installing. Nowadays we are only installing chargers able to achieve 1000 volts, but at the beginning, up to 2011 approximately, most of the chargers are up to 500 volts. Okay. So that car cannot charge with all those chargers.
All those chargers.
So I think that it's something that also will happen with the AC systems.
Go ahead.
We're talking about the product all the time and about the car, but I think it's important to focus also on VEGA Chargers, which is producing in Catalonia, in here, which it's actually, I think, a good thing for Catalonia, but it's also challenging. What about the supply chain of those electric components for a charger?
No, I think in Catalonia we have a good industry, so we are mainly using everything from Catalonia except two parts. The power electronics, unfortunately, it's coming from China, because it's very difficult to compete in the power electronics with the power electronics that are coming from China, because it's good quality and low price. And also there are very few components that are coming from Germany. For instance, the isolation monitoring device with something for safety, that people don't have problems touching the system with liquids and so on. But all the rest, it's made by us. So no, I don't think we don't have problems for that.
How much would you say from the whole battery charger? How much is it, let's say, made in Catalonia.
Except of those two parts, the rest is made in Catalonia. Of course,
it's a big part. No?
The DC-DC is maybe the 20% of the charger.
Of the value stream.
Yeah.
Regarding sales,
Yeah.
what's the split between Spain and
We are more in Spain than abroad, but we are increasing on that. Maybe it's 60-40%.
Okay, because like
we are trying to go more abroad, but it's not
your vision on the as you explained us on the 30 kilowatt and the scalability. So it's where the market needs to go, but the market is lagging quite a bit compared to what it was projected, and Spain especially.
Yeah.
Although infrastructure in Catalonia is the I think the region in Spain where it's best for that. So how are you coping with that lagging market?
We finished last year talking about energy transition and all those things. So the vision was good, but we started the year with Trump and so on. No? So talking about arming. I don't know in Germany it happens, but here we were talking a lot about a safety kit to survive 3 days, but I think it has not sense.
European.
Yeah, so after those 3 days, what happened? No, but well. So fortunately, last month the thing start to grow up again. All the helps are arriving. Indeed, this market needs government help, so otherwise it's not easy to start. But we are growing up again. Indeed, in Europe we are having an increase in around 30% from last year, which is good. I'm talking about sales of electric vehicles, but the chargers are below that. And in Spain we are in 100%.
Doubling.
We are doubling. So, okay, it's not crazy, but it's good. We started the company. Always we try to be step by step and don't doing crazy things. And if we are doubling every year, it's more than enough.
Okay. What about?
Because it's a transition, not a revolution. If you do a revolution, as it looks like in 2020 or something like that, revolution has other consequences. No, it's better doing a transition and going step by step.
Okay.
That's the last question from you.
What about opportunities for the future? Vehicle to grid charging. Where do you see?
Yeah, we are developing a vehicle to grid charger with the kind of help project doing here in Spain by the hand with SEAT. So I think it's a very good opportunity because the vehicle to grid, indeed the small vehicle to grid in DC, it's part of this changing of substituting the internal onboard charger. No? Because if you have a cheap DC charger in your parking, cheap I mean 1,500 or something like that. Euros, yeah, sorry. It's higher price than a standard AC, but you have bidirectionality, so it's good. So when we can achieve that part, and it looks like that we are going to that, the internal onboard charger will start to don't have sense.
Yeah.
Thank you, Iban. Thank you for being with us, and have a nice day here in.
Thank you.